In this video, we're going to tell you 7 reasons why most people can't handle a German Shepherd. You see it all the time. People get a German Shepherd puppy, they think it's cute and cuddly, and then a year or two later, they can't handle the dog anymore. They don't understand why their German Shepherd is acting out, why they're chewing up the furniture, why they're not listening. Sure, anybody can own a German Shepherd, but can you own a German Shepherd and have them be happy, healthy, and really thriving like this dog breed should be? Owning a dog is a partnership. You have a responsibility to fulfill your dog's needs, and with a German Shepherd, those needs run deep. So in this video, we'll tell you 7 reasons why most people just flat out cannot handle this magnificent breed. The German Shepherd is one of the smartest dog breeds in the world. They were bred to be working dogs, to think for themselves, and to solve problems. Now, that intelligence is a beautiful thing, but it can also be a challenge. You see, a German Shepherd needs an outlet for their intelligence. They need mental stimulation, just as much as they need physical exercise. If a German Shepherd is not mentally stimulated, they will get bored. And a bored German Shepherd is a destructive German Shepherd. They might start chewing on your furniture, barking excessively, digging in your yard, all because they're looking for something to do, something to stimulate their mind. Imagine a German Shepherd's mind like a fire. If you don't give it the right fuel, it will start looking for fuel on its own. It might start burning things you don't want it to burn. But if you give it the right fuel, if you give it mental stimulation, that fire will burn bright and strong. It will be a force for good. So how do you mentally stimulate a German Shepherd? There are all sorts of ways. You can teach them tricks, you can play puzzle games with them, you can take them to obedience classes, you can even give them a job to do around the house. The key is to be consistent. Just like you wouldn't skip feeding your German Shepherd for a day, you shouldn't skip their mental stimulation either. Make it a part of your daily routine and you'll be amazed at how much your German Shepherd thrives. German Shepherds are intensely loyal dogs. They bond strongly with their family and want to be by their side constantly. Now, for some people, this unwavering loyalty is a dream come true. But for others, it can be a bit overwhelming. You see, a German Shepherd's loyalty can manifest as separation anxiety. If they are not properly trained and socialized, they can become extremely anxious when left alone. This can lead to destructive behavior, excessive barking, and even attempts to escape. It's important to remember that German Shepherds are not independent creatures. They crave companionship and thrive on human interaction. They need an owner who is present, both physically and emotionally. Now, this doesn't mean you can't ever leave your German Shepherd alone. It just means you need to train them to be comfortable with being alone. Start with short periods of separation and gradually increase the time. Make sure they have plenty of things to keep them occupied, like chew toys and puzzle feeders. And most importantly, don't make a big deal out of coming and going. If you make a big fuss every time you leave, it will only reinforce their anxiety. Just calmly and confidently leave, and they will eventually learn that you always come back. Let's talk about shedding, because if you're thinking about getting a German Shepherd, you need to be prepared for a lot of it. These dogs have a thick double coat that sheds year-round, and I mean year-round. You'll find hair on your clothes, your furniture, your food, basically everywhere. Now, some people might tell you that there are German Shepherds that don't shed, but don't believe it. It's a myth. All German Shepherds shed, it's just a fact of life. The amount they shed can vary depending on the time of year and the individual dog, but you should always be prepared for some level of shedding. The good news is that there are things you can do to manage the shedding. Regular brushing is key, at least a couple of times a week, more if you can manage it. This will help to remove loose hair before it ends up all over your house. A good quality diet can also make a difference. Feeding your German Shepherd a nutritious diet will help to keep their coat healthy, which can reduce shedding. And of course, there's always the option of professional grooming. A groomer can give your German Shepherd a bath and a good brushing, which will help to remove even more loose hair. Chapter 4. Exercise. A tired dog is a good dog. German Shepherds are high-energy dogs that need a lot of exercise, and I mean a lot. Remember, they were bred to be working dogs, so they have a natural instinct to run, jump, and play. If they don't get enough exercise, they can become restless, destructive, and even aggressive. A tired dog is a good dog. That's a saying we live by. A tired dog is a happy dog, a well-behaved dog, and a dog that is much easier to live with. So, how much exercise does a German Shepherd need? Well, A good rule of thumb is at least an hour a day, but more is always better. This doesn't mean you have to take them for an hour-long run every single day. You can mix it up with walks, hikes, playtime in the park, or even swimming. The important thing is that they are getting their heart rate up and burning off energy on a regular basis. And don't forget about mental exercise. Like we talked about before, German Shepherds are smart dogs that need mental stimulation as well as physical exercise. A good way to tire out your German Shepherd, both physically and mentally, is to take them to obedience classes or agility training. We talked about this earlier, but it deserves its own section because it's so important. German Shepherds are prone to separation anxiety. They are very social creatures who bond strongly with their families. When they are left alone, they can become extremely anxious and stressed. This anxiety can manifest in a number of ways, including barking, howling, chewing, digging, and even attempts to escape. In severe cases, dogs with separation anxiety may even injure themselves trying to get out of a crate or house. The good news is that separation anxiety is treatable. With patience, consistency, and the right training methods, you can help your German Shepherd learn to be comfortable alone. Start by gradually increasing the amount of time you leave your dog alone. Begin with just a few minutes and gradually work your way up to longer periods. Make sure your dog has a safe and comfortable place to stay when you're gone, such as a crate or a dog-proofed room. When you leave and return, don't make a big deal out of it. Just calmly and confidently say goodbye and hello. This will help your dog learn that your comings and goings are no big deal. German Shepherds are natural-born workers. They were bred to have jobs, whether it was herding sheep, guarding property, or serving in the military. This innate desire to work is still strong in the breed today, and it's one of the things that makes them such amazing companions. But it's also important to remember that this need to work doesn't just disappear when a German Shepherd becomes a family pet. They still need a job to do, even if it's not a traditional one. Without a job, they can become bored, frustrated, and even destructive. So, what kind of job can you give a German Shepherd? The possibilities are endless. You can teach them tricks, train them for agility or obedience competitions, or even give them a job around the house, like fetching the newspaper or carrying in the groceries. The important thing is to find an activity that your dog enjoys and that challenges them both mentally and physically. When you give your German Shepherd a job to do, you're not just keeping them entertained, you're fulfilling their natural instincts and helping them to live a happier, more fulfilling life. German Shepherds are natural followers. They crave leadership and thrive when they know their place in the pack. In a domestic setting, you are their pack leader. And if you want your German Shepherd to be well-behaved and balanced, you need to establish yourself as a calm, confident, and consistent leader. This doesn't mean being harsh or aggressive. In fact, those types of approaches will only backfire with a German Shepherd. They need a leader who is firm but fair, someone who sets clear boundaries and expectations, but who is also loving and affectionate. One of the most important things you can do as a leader is to be consistent. This means being consistent with your rules, your commands, and your energy. If you are unpredictable or erratic, your German Shepherd will sense it and they will start to test the waters. It's also important to be patient. German Shepherds are smart dogs, but they don't learn overnight. It takes time and patience to train them and to build a strong, trusting relationship. But I promise you, it is worth the effort. When you establish yourself as a strong leader, you are giving your German Shepherd the gift of security and stability. You are providing them with the structure and guidance they need to thrive. And that, my friends, is the greatest gift you can give to any dog. We hope you've enjoyed this video all about the German Shepherd. They are incredible dogs, but they are not for everyone. They require a lot of time, energy, and commitment. Before you get a German Shepherd, ask yourself if you are truly ready to provide them with the life they deserve. Owning a German Shepherd is a responsibility, but it's also an incredibly rewarding experience. If you're willing to put in the work, you'll be rewarded with a loyal, loving, and intelligent companion who will enrich your life in countless ways. We'll see you on the next one.